Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. There are some new Shovel Knight Amiibo out on the market, and in today's video, we're going to unbox them and take a better look at them. Let's get started. Now, if you're a gamer and don't know what Shovel Knight is, I would probably ask you if you've been living under a rock for the last 5.5 years since this game was released. So on the super off chance that you don't know what Shovel Knight is, don't worry because you know now. It was released back in June of 2014 by Yacht Club Games on almost all major modern systems, including the Amazon Fire TV. Shovel Knight has a very interesting story behind it. It was initially a Kickstarter, a very successful Kickstarter may I add. The game was developed by an independent studio in the NES style of graphics, the 8-bit style, and as of 2018, the game has sold over 2 million copies. To say this game was successful would be putting it lightly. It even won an award at the Game Awards. So if we scroll down here, the Game Awards in 2014, it won for Best Independent Game. Alrighty, a total of 4 overall Amiibo were released, a 3-pack and then a single pack. So the 3-pack is available on Amazon. It contains Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, and King Knight. The 1-pack is a very special edition, Shovel Knight Gold Edition. Now, if you're a collector, you're probably screaming at this point where I'm opening the box and ruining the box. Well, I will say if you order this through Amazon, chances are your box is going to be ruined anyway. Mine was. The issue that I ran into is that Amazon shipped it in a bubble mailer, so there's no protection to the cardboard whatsoever. So if you are a collector, that is something to take note. Chances are it's going to get damaged shipping. Now, if we take a look at these Amiibo here, there are 3 of them, and they're fairly light, so they feel a little different than standard Amiibo. It's hard to say, but the plastic on them does feel a little different. Like I'm taking out Spectre Knight here, and I'm trying not to break him in the process. He's really in there, and the plastic seems fragile. Now, opening the gold Shovel Knight Amiibo, this package is in a lot better condition, and this was shipped through Best Buy. It's slightly bent, but really when it comes down to it, it's almost like it was just off the shelf. So Best Buy did a really good job packaging it here, but I'm opening it anyway. So removing the gold Shovel Knight out of the box, you can see it's very comparable to the sizes of the other Amiibo, and it's very interesting too because these Amiibo are very closely reflected to the size comparisons that the characters are in game. I really like that. So this is what I mean about the plastic. It does have a very non-shiny look to it, a very matte look to it, and it's not the most sturdy. So it's a little different than some of the other Amiibo. The plastic feels cheaper. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I'm not planning to play with these things. I just need to scan the NFCs in them. So really when it comes down to it, it's not that bad sitting on a shelf. This Plague Knight looks a little more sturdy than Spectre Knight. Spectre Knight looks alarmingly, I don't want to use the word cheap, but it does look a little more flimsy. So Spectre or Plague Knight here, sorry, looks a little better. And King Knight is the bulkiest of the 3. So looking at King Knight, his cape is solid. It's a very solid cape. It's not flimsy at all. He is probably the best quality out of the 3. And the gold Shovel Knight Amiibo is gold and shiny. So it's very different from the other 3 Amiibo pack. It feels like it's made by a different company altogether. So whoever manufactures these Amiibo, the gold Shovel Knight does feel slightly different. And comparing this with the actual standard Shovel Knight here, they look very, very similar. So it looks like it is the exact same mold, just different paint. Even the shovel on Shovel Knight Gold Edition is a glossy brown. So if you even look at the handle for the shovel, it's glossy versus just the standard matte color shovel on regular Shovel Knight. Now, if you're wondering if you actually need these Amiibo in order to fully enjoy the Shovel Knight game, the answer is no. They give you a few extra features on Nintendo specific versions of the game. For example, here's the alternative skin for King Knight. This is the alternative skin for Plague Knight. And finally, we have the alternative skin for Spectre Knight. And while they look super cool, it's not mandatory in order to beat the game. So anyways, that's all I've got for today. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.